Mr. Crumb alive!
Mr. Crumb was realized.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live!
3, 2, 1.
Space is fake, 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 and gay, 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 gay. And after all, we're on a spinning plane. Space is fake, 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 and gay, gay, gay. God only knows how fake and gay it is. Space is fake, and gay, 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 and after all, we're on a spinning plane. Stationary, stationary, stationary. Space is fake, 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 and gay, gay, gay. God only knows how how fake and gay it is. Faces fade. And gay. All right, how you guys doing today? Welcome to Music Rants and Calls number 2. Let's see, how do I get to the right room here? Guys, let me take this off my vocals. And here we go. Good to see y'all. How we doing tonight, guys? Good to see you guys. I like those lyrics better. Woo! So gay and fake. I heard that song the other day and I just thought that's perfect. And gay. All right. It is what, Saturday? Kind of late. I usually don't do streams on Saturdays. Things have been crazy busy today, but I really wanted to keep it up. You like that version? Thank you, Taking Back Eden. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the music vibes, keeping a high vibe, at least starting off that way. Speaking of which, guys, this Wednesday I have a really cool guest for the Gravy Brunch. This gentleman on the Facebook, I actually don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's definitely a flat earther. Ooh, what was that? Laurie becoming a member. Thank you. I'm not sure how it knew how to do that there. Yeah. That's a new addition to my streams. Ooh, Andrew B. Thanks for being a member. I don't know how to turn that notification off, so that's a thing. All right, there's a guy, EM Rick FE. Oh my, Amberson A. Are you guys hearing these? I can turn off notifications. Thanks, you guys, for being a member. Thank you, Anson Howard. All right, thank you very much. Right on, man. Much love. Woo! Appreciate it, guys. There's a gentleman from Kenya who sent me Pinkaling Ding. Thank you for becoming a member. All right. Thanks so much. That's very nice. Very nice. Is this happening now, or is this like a backlog of when you guys got memberships? Oh, Justin's doing that. Okay, right on. So this gentleman from Kenya sent me this video, and he sent me one like a year ago, and I didn't really understand it, and I didn't know what was going on. And then the other day, he sent me this flat earth video of Kenyans talking about it, and I've never seen like straight up Kenyans like talking about this shit, and it was really, really refreshing. So I asked if he'd be a guest, and we kind of talk about it and just talk about some Kenyan flat smacking. So here's a video. I've never seen a flat earth video like this, so this is new. So enjoy.
Can't escape the matrix. You can't escape from Sobibo. There was no Sobibo.
Can't only escape the matrix. You can't escape from Sobibo. There was no Sobibo.
Can't only escape the matrix. You can't escape from Sobibo. There was no Sobibo. Can't only escape the matrix. You can't escape from Sobibo. There was no Sobibo.
Heroes don't wear capes. Heroes are trying to escape. Escape the matrix. Escape their evil antics. I'm pragmatic, you are wrong. Earth is static all year long. Obama's in the flight log. The M10 catalog. Sobibo, Habibo, vegan, not carnivore. Man, you're still wrong. You black Neil Armstrong. Man, I'm still vexed. Still alive, still not a next. Still a truther advocate. Will still be a truther incarnate.
Can't only escape the matrix. You can't escape from Sobibo. There was no Sobibo. Can't only escape the matrix. You can't escape from Sobibo. There was no Sobibo.
And only escape the matrix. You can't escape from Sobibo. There was no Sobibo.
Can't only escape the matrix. You can't escape from Sobibo. There was no Sobibo.
can't escape. Pretty dope, huh? So yeah, we're gonna do a little Q&A on Wednesday with those gentlemen, or at least one of the gentlemen. I don't know why. I just never thought Kenyans were flat earthers. I just never put two and two together. So,
escape it.
Man, I miss doing this shit. I used to do this shit for hours. Get weird. I don't know what happened. I turned 40, and then I turned 41, gained 40 pounds. Yeah, aren't those guys cool? Whew. So, how are you guys doing? Last week was a lot of fun. Emily and I had a blast. I felt like we got into a good flow. We had amazing calls. Austin, Andrew B. Who else called in? There was definitely more. I can't think right now. Oh, Laurie, you called in. It was great. Yeah, and people are just down to just rant and just not give a fuck. So there's a lot of pent up energy, I could tell. And I think there's a lot of, truthers are pretty known for getting triggered by other people's views. They're usually the last ones at the dinner table. They're going to be like, maybe I should keep my mouth shut. Maybe I don't need to express myself at this moment. It's a pretty solid stereotype. The backlash is real whenever you want to rant. Although, what is a truther if you're not being true to yourself? And I don't know. I thought it was really cool. I thought that we touched on something where it felt safe to kind of call some shit out on the community, because for the most part, when we call each other out, it's not in a shitty way. It's really just kind of putting light on our own that we relate to and project on, because everything I say, I'm like, that's me. I'm talking about me. And if anybody gets offended by this, then we could hang out because we're like. But, when you have this hubris of being right, it's an ego blow for sure. But I don't know. Oh man. Breakdancing is an Olympic sport? That's tight. So, in the description is a call-in link. You guys are welcome to call in anytime you guys are feeling a rant, feeling ranty. I had a rant planned, but I don't really feel like it anymore. I started getting a little tired. But maybe a break dancing rant? I don't know. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody here, and I got to make sure I hit the live button in Rockfin. Yes! I have somebody over there in Rockfin land. Na. Live sounds excellent. Thank you. One Rockfin viewer. Isn't Rockfin great? I'll try to check in on you as much as I can. It isn't taking you backstage? God damn it. All right, I'm going to do this again. Okay, copy this link. Copy that. Wait a second. Warning, disabling this will disable your link. Oh, I have a permanent link. Okay, so maybe I should have done that one. I see. All right, I'm going to put it in the chat. And I'm going to see if I can change it in the actual description. Now, do that and paste. All right, saved. I've changed in the call-in address. All right, take your time, guys. Rants, they have to come, organically. You can't just force a rant. If you're in a good mood, don't force it. I think it's kind of a huge healing thing. I was talking to Jaron this week, and I truly do believe that like Will Duffy is doing a solid on the community because he's showing us where we're weak and where we spiral, and he's putting a lot of light into places I never would have known existed. And I'm not talking shit on the community. I think it's beautiful that it's going through this, progression right now. It needs to be done. It's the only way for something to grow. If you think about it, like we couldn't have kept on going without shining some light in some of these little crevices. This is a good thing. Now, it's tough to see. I'm really trying my best to ignore the actual popularity of the Earth moving up. I can't believe that's actually becoming a thing. But, I'm open to it. I don't care. That only works on a flat Earth. I can't imagine a ball doing that. And to be honest, I think the last thing we need... so we have a ball, and it's spinning, and then that's going around the sun, and it's doing all these movements, and now it's like... Oh, and also, on top of all those movements, it's also going up. Like, what? You're going to add another movement that we don't feel? What a world we live in. What a world. Hell yeah, we got Melodome on already. My man. Bringing him on. What up, brother?
What up?
How we doing?
Good, you hear me all right?
I hear you great.
All right, cool.
Hey, Emily, do you need me to put you on, or are you able to go on in and out of here? I can't, she's backstage, but I don't know if I have to do that. Text me if you have any trouble. What up, Austin? How you doing, boss? How you doing, man? Are you at work? There you are.
I didn't know that you were ready for me. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, I didn't know you were ready either, so I'll just keep you in there, and you can... There you go. Oops. Let's hide you. There we go. Austin, do you have a rant for us tonight?
I just got home.
You're not at work? Oh, nice.
No. Yeah, I got a rant. I heard you talking. Were you talking about the Earth moving upward?
Yeah. I'm a little blown away that this is actually a thing, but I'll be honest, I don't care. Like, if it's going up, it's still flat. It seems like it's like another, it's all virtual reality. It's all a thing. Like, okay, it's a thing we can't prove. Like it's an entertaining, fun thought after a bunch of bong hits. How are we going to get to the bottom of this? And what does it? And I'm doing the same shit. I'm like, well, what does it matter? I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, you're acting like a Globey, bro.
I know. Exactly. You're not being very accepting of the new shit. And that actually, to be honest, there's truth to that too. And it's got me being like,
all right,
man, I'm done. So please go ahead. Please.
When I first heard this, my first thought was, wait a minute. Are we going backwards? Thought we were here already.
That's what we thought about Flat Earth too. This is like fucking Groundhog Day.
So, dude, I can't tell you how many times, it's almost daily, people are sending me a video or a live stream of someone using a bottle of water or a slinky to prove, well, their claim is that there is no acceleration in free fall. So that they take that to mean that the Earth is moving up. I've been looking into it, all right, because I want to argue with these people. So I need to know what their argument is, right? So I went listening. There's this guy named William Levelhead Earther or whatever. He's like in a table in front of a university schooling unintelligent people at this school. Anyways. And by the way, in every single one of his videos and every single conversation he has with somebody, he makes sure to tell them all to don't follow any flat earther on YouTube because they're all shills and they can't be trusted. So, I would appreciate if he could leave that out of the equation. Just talk about your argument, bro. Don't try to keep people from looking at other point of views, homie. That really bothers me. But sticking to the topic, Austin. Sticking to the topic. All right, so upward
Well, they
moving
caught us.
forces.
We're caught.
yeah.
We're caught. We
I'm a
got to
shill, bro.
like we got to put in our badge. We've been working for 8 years here. The jig is up.
This dude put us in a category with Globers now. We're just as worse as the Globies, okay? But I think it's the other way around, okay? Because from my understanding, all right, years ago when I got into this, right, one of the big things was gravity. You know, is it real? Is it a thing? And then I remember when Zach Zabala and Bob Nodell, RIP, legend, right, was coming to the table with this electrostatics, this downward vector, right, which could be measured, which can be manipulated, okay, which a lot of physicists in the world, when we're talking about things that apply to the earth, that is an established, well-documented piece of evidence with electrostatics causing the downward vector. And you know, people can dive into that. It's out there. It's not woo-woo like some people are claiming. It's absolutely not. It's legitimate. Everything's electric in nature. Our hearts beat because of electricity. Our lungs breathe because of electricity. We're thinking because of electricity. Our eyes work because of electricity. All of it, right? So anyways, getting it, when I first got into flat earth, I'm looking at the topic of gravity, right? And from my understanding, there is this downward vector, this they call it a gravitational acceleration, but it's just basically, you know, you pick up your iPhone or whatever phone you got and you drop it on the floor. Well, the rate at which it falls is an approximate number at 9.8 meters, right?
per second squared, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Or 32 feet
meters
per second.
Yeah, 9.8 meters. Yeah, squared. Yeah.
9.8 meters per second every second. Yeah, it's squared.
Right.
It's squared. So anyways, because we're American, 32 feet per second. Okay. Simple.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, I've been going back and forth with some people on Facebook about the upward earth because I'm being ignorant and just casting it off and calling people retarded, and that's not the way you should be doing it. Okay, you're right. Oh my God, I called someone retarded. You're offended over a word. Okay, whatever, dude. So Crumb, tell me if this makes logical sense. All right. So we got little g, which is the speed of an object falling freely, right, at 9.8 meters per second at 32 feet per second, right? Now, from my understanding, these upward earthers think that when something's falling, it's actually...
Wait, really quick. Is this something I'm going to have to hear from ever now? Upward earthers? Is this the official title of this position?
No, because I'm a dead this shit. This is
Dude,
like become a mission the past couple days.
If upward earthers, like, I have a feeling I'm going to be hearing this more. Is anybody like claiming that? Are there people that are owning that, or is that a?
Yes.
I'm an upward.
No. They call themselves. Hold on, I gotta find it because I saved it because it's contradicting to their claims. 1 second. They call themselves. Upward. They call themselves non-inertial observers.
No, that will definitely just bypass any making fun of them.
Non-inertial observers, but the upward acceleration makes them inertial. So I don't know what that means.
If that was high school kids, like they would have already had about 20 wedgies, like halfway through their explanation. Like
some of these people are my friends. I do consider them friends within the community. Yes.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me people you know have just all of a sudden just...
Okay, no one I've met in person.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe they're AI, all right? But they're online friends within the community, okay? I've never met them in person yet. Maybe others have, but I consider them online friends. And okay, let's engage in this conversation. Let's do the back and forth. And I did some private messages back and forth. And so from my understanding, I'll give you an example of my oak tree I just trimmed a couple weeks ago. So if I'm trimming that oak tree, once I trim that oak tree and it's falling to the ground, their claim is that that's an optical illusion, that actually we're moving up to the cut limb. It just looks like it's falling to us.
And
But
everything
yeah.
goes up with it. Clouds are
Right.
moving up, so it's all with it.
Within this system, unless you're like magically separated from it like us, or if you cut a limb off or cut a piece of a cloud off, I don't fucking know. But
I
that's
can't think of a more brilliant thing to just get me over all of this and just be like, I'm done. I
bro,
can't.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The idea of upward moving earthers, okay, a globe earther is more appealing to me, bro. If we're gonna go
big
back to a
time.
flat earth moving upward, bro, we're on a fucking globe. Are we gotta go to a disc floating in space? Is that what we're going to?
Well, there's still flat earthers, though. You can't be a glober and think that there's like we're going up, because how would that work?
My
right?
thing is, I think they're scared of the word gravity. I think these are also people who were against the idea of electrostatics from the beginning and never took a time to accept it or look into it. That's my
Wait a minute. Do
honest
they think
opinion.
it's a ball moving upwards? Like,
No, they think it's a flat disc.
okay.
Not a flat disc, excuse me, topographical plane, because Earth isn't a shape, technically, blah,
there
blah,
you go.
blah. Semantics, right? But yeah, it's a flat Earth rising up in one cohesive system, okay?
But he says stay away from the flat earthers, but they are flat earthers.
But we're the
That's
stationary Earthers. And
Oh,
that's some shill stuff, bro.
Oh, so we just put a divide in the community, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Now we just got a divide. Now we stationary and going up. So it's basically there's like white
We're
people,
diverting the
and then there's
truth.
Jews, and now somehow they're different, but they're
It's
not.
like gang affiliations, bro. It's gang affiliation,
Interesting.
bro. I'm
I
a
feel
part
like-
of this stationary claim.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm also seeing people like this on Reddit, where like it seems like I can't tell if it's real, if it's made up, or if like it's like the conspiracy Olympics, where people are trying to like, oh, I know something you don't, outdo each other. Like, because I'm seeing otter and otter stuff. I saw a creator on TikTok, and I can't remember their username, but I cannot figure out if it's legitimate or not. Some of the flat Earth content I'm seeing seems very bizarre. Brand new stuff that seems very strange. I've seen some odd things. Remember, I showed you one on TikTok recently where I was like, what are these new things coming out? I've never heard of some of them.
How you doing, Emily?
I'm sorry?
Emily, right?
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. I just gotta throw this out there. You guys are great together on streams. That
Thank you.
last stream was a
thank
freaking
you.
banger. Just got
We were in the
last couple.
zone for sure. I was listening
Yeah.
back to it. I'm like, man, we were in the zone.
I wanted to
Um,
reshare that whole stream.
Yeah,
Dude,
have
we got
some-
in a good zone last week. I
fun
know. I'm not in
Yeah.
the same quite zone today. A lot going on, but
Yeah.
man, we were on a good one last week, and so I'd like to continue that format. Like keep some high vibes, but
Alright.
do a little
Let me-
rants.
Let me go
Okay,
on my little
go
thing,
back.
right? Because
Thank you.
someone in the chat says splatter. That sounds like Flat Earth Society bullshit.
Splatter?
So
Yeah.
that's what I said. And then I got the response, oh, actually, for your information, here's a screenshot. It's never been said in the Flat Earth Society. Wrong. Because when you go to the
That's
Wayback
like
Machine,
the first thing I saw when I looked into it was like,
Yes.
oh, they think this stupid shit.
you go back to the Wayback Machine, it's there. All right.
Yeah,
So
that was what they did.
here's the thing, right? So for me, my understanding is like little g, the 9.8 meters per second, 32 feet every second, is that downward vector. Now they claim it's an optical illusion. I claim it's a downward vector. Okay. So now my question to one of these upward earthers is, do they still claim a 9.8 meters per second? Do you still claim that? They would have to if they think the earth is moving up. Now, granted, they think it's an optical illusion. So whether you think it's an optical illusion or a downward vector, so I think the vector's down. They think the earth is moving up. So I think the vector is 9.8 meters per second down. They think the earth is moving 9.8 meters per second up. Right?
So it's constantly accelerating, getting faster then.
But here's the thing, though. Their little g is not constant. That's how we were able to realize the heliocentric model is garbage. All right? Because you'll find the rate is slightly different for places on Earth. For example, in Northern Europe, it's about 9.82 meters per second squared, and like in Ecuador, it's 9.77 meters squared, right?
Right.
So the upward moving Earthers, the Earth wouldn't be like uniformly accelerating upwards, right? If we would see some parts moving fast at faster speeds than other places on the Earth, which would get worse and worse and worse and worse over time and should just fall apart. The same way, like the same exact way the heliocentric model falls apart. Because little g is not constant.
Well, all of that is just like physics land, not real. I mean, there's wind resistance. There's so many other factors that you can't put into a math equation.
Well, that's another thing, right? So they're dropping a bottle of water that is like a containment. Like if they dropped a bottle of water or a cup of water, if they filled up a cup of water and dropped it, the water would be coming out. But they've sealed the bottle of water, right? So it's weird because it's almost like this, like there is this kinematic equivalence. Like if you're going to take away any forces or any other things, there is like this kinematic equivalence. Like I could see their way of thinking, how they could come to this conclusion, right? But they're ignoring other preferred
should I play the video so people understand? Because I know what you're talking about, the one in the car where it showed the helium and the apple. So like it did kind of make a little sense, but this has to be like very confusing to most people.
Yeah, can you play it? Because even for me here, I'm trying to wrap my head around what you're saying, and I'd like to understand if you've got a video.
You happen to have a link to that? Do you know where that is, Melgum?
I can send you the last one I just watched, but it's, what did you say, a balloon in a box?
Oh, no, Jaren showed me one where like they're in a moving car, and when you're in a moving car, a helium balloon will go with, like if you drive forward, the balloon with helium will also go forward because the air is heavier than the balloon, or than the helium, so it goes with you. Whereas
so when
like
you're driving forward, the lighter goes with you, and the heavy stuff goes to the back.
And the heavy stuff goes the other way, like so the apple would go, backwards. Like we would fly back if we were in a car if they just hit the gas. Where opposite happens with helium, and so he was making the argument.
Helium goes back.
No, helium goes forward because it's lighter than the air, so it doesn't have any thrust back. So they were making the argument that this is happening on a horizontal level the exact same way it's happening vertically, and it actually kind of made a little sense.
But wouldn't the heavier air just be displaced towards the back, pushing the helium balloon forward? Like if you're going forward in a car.
Yeah. The air in front of the helium balloon is...
Because first you're stationary.
Yeah.
And then you're moving.
Yeah, we move. So we fly back because we're heavier than the air.
I feel like we're going back to the same art. We've been here before. We've been here with a balloon hanging in the back of a van. We've been here. You know?
I don't know. This is not a hill I'm going to die on. That's for sure. But I don't know. Is there any part of this that? Find it, please.
No, that I find legitimate. No. The only thing I find fascinating is that there is like this weird, because when I go to the sky, right, all the movements in the sky, just based off an observational standpoint, there's a kinematic equivalence between the heliocentric and a geocentric standpoint, just based purely off observations, not implying any forces or anything interacting like that, but just purely observational down to retrograde motion. There is a purely kinematic equivalence, right? And that's kind of what we have here. I find that very fascinating. And that's how I can see how they could come to this conclusion that the Earth must be moving up, right?
I feel like you really have to ignore
many other things.
Figure out a way to find a point that might work and fuck with us. I feel that's what it seems like. Because there is a point, but it doesn't... I don't know. It is nuts. I thought it was a joke, and now I'm reliving what it felt like when I thought Flat Earth was a joke, and I just am seeing a lot of parallels.
Bro, I'm not going to Upward Moving Earth. I'm not fucking doing that. That's
dude,
we're
Upward
backtracking.
Earther with little G.
It's
I'm
fucking
an
crazy.
N-word Earther. I don't know.
I'm getting the video now.
You're getting what? You're getting the video? Okay, I'm
grab
gonna
the
bring Laurie
video.
on. Laurie, you want to come on here and talk about this? I'm curious to know what he has to say. I'm bringing him on here. Laurie, have you seen it? You have a rant on
This is the
this?
stupidest fucking thing that has ever been talked about, and it's just so dumb. It's fucking retarded. There is nothing.
How dumb is it?
It
Let me
is
hear a
so
rant.
fucking
Rant.
stupid. It is so dumb. It's like okay. So first of all, if you're getting acceleration, eventually you still come to a basic state of being in the same place you were always in. What's it moving up in? It's moving up towards where? So you've got the flat plane that we're walking around on and doing our little thing and having our little lives on. We're fucking, oh, wait, we're going up and up and up to where the fuck are we going? This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Well, we're going to infinite
Stupid.
space.
It's
Infinite
stupid.
space.
It's dumb as fuck. It's so dumb that it's so dumb that we have to talk about it right now. I can't even fucking believe we're talking about it. Like Dell is either awesome that he's that big of a joker, or he's so fucking retarded. He's the one fucking propagating this bullshit. It's dumb. It's stupid. You know? Okay. So we're going. Where are we going?
I sent it to you, Crumb.
Where are we going?
Yeah,
Where's our little flat plane going? Oh, we're going up to where? Up to where? Is it going up to another place up there? More so. And then, but even though you can't get
Into the black void.
It's stupid as fucking shit. And here's how stupid it is. It's like once you get going, you start to settle in. You don't have the downward thing for your feet on the land because you've caught up to your speed. It's so stupid. I can't fucking believe we're talking about it. Talk about anything except for this stupid fucking topic.
But to be fair,
no,
Lowry,
there's no fair about it. There's
listen,
no fair
Lowry,
about it.
you understand electrostatics, though. You know what I mean?
Yes,
you went through that. I feel like these people are just purely ignoring that. You know?
We're waiting. We're wasting so much lifetime on this right now. So much fucking everything on this. I can't even believe we're fucking talking about it. It pisses me off.
This is weird, guys.
We actually
because
came up
you
with
are
this-
right, but do you realize what's happening here?
It's dumb.
The things I know, but
think about this,
it's
Crumb.
li-
Okay,
yeah.
so 4 years ago, we were crushing, guys. When we were I'm going to be careful what I say, but when we were in the middle of all that bullshit, right? Of the fear mongering and, I need something in my bloodstream and blah, blah, blah. We were on point. We were batting 1,000%. Our batting average was fucking perfect. Barry Bonds, motherfucker. We was crushing. And then 3 years later, our batting average is shit. Okay, we have moved down the fucking lineup.
Yeah, because of this bullshit topic.
Because of bullshit like this. Yes.
Right.
And many other problems that I see. You know,
so what's the problem? What is the problem? Because bullshit like this is going to come our way, and then what's it going to do? Are we all going to fall apart every time somebody throws us something like this and just crumble?
We need to remind people to do their own research and stop blindly believing random people on the fucking internet. Because when I got into this community, when I heard random people on the internet like Bob and Jaron and Dave say some things, I went and dived deep into that topic. You know what? Sometimes Dave was wrong. Believe it or not. They were wrong sometimes, right? Because we're all wrong sometimes, you know? So I really feel like people should just, people haven't been doing their own research anymore. I think it's very obvious because so many people are just jumping on these fucking bandwagons like it's trend setting. Ooh, I'm trendy in the truther community, you know, and it's become dopamine hits.
Yes, dude. And I agree with you, Austin. But really, let's just get down to the point of it. This upward acceleration bullshit needs to stop right now. This is fucking stupid. Just fucking cast it out. It's dumb. It's retarded. There's nothing to it.
I agree.
They
but
weren't
said we got to get rid of this flat Earth. They got to crush it. It's so bad.
No,
it's
I don't.
Funny to me.
No. That's not
I'm
the
not
same thing.
saying it's an
You can't even
equivalency.
talk about it.
No,
you know?
upward
No, I get
acceleration
it.
bullshit is stupid. It's retarded. It fucking doesn't make any sense. They just don't. It's just dumb. It's
Let's watch this
fucking dumb.
video and see what's up. Let's see what's going
Two
on.
very
All right.
easy questions, and we're gonna test to see, you know, if you're smarter than a fifth grader. Right? So the first one, I have 3 water bottles, and I filled them halfway with water.
Okay.
And I painted the water blue with food coloring just to make it easier to see.
Okay.
So, by the way, all of these water bottles are at rest. You know what that means, right? They're still. So, how I'm showing them to you, what's the difference between these 3 water bottles?
What's the difference between these three water bottles?
Yes.
This one is upside down.
Yeah, so here it is.
This one is like this.
Oh, here.
And that one's
Right side up. Yeah, you got it. How did you know?
Just because the way the water was.
The orientation of the water, right?
Yeah.
Relative to the bottle.
Right.
Obviously, because water can't stick to the side like that. That
Right.
defies physics. It's
Right.
obvious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Pretty easy. So the second one, similar, but this one I have a box truck halfway filled with water again.
Okay.
But in this one of the trucks is accelerating forward.
Okay.
One of them is accelerating in reverse, and
Okay.
one of them is at rest. So which one is at rest?
This one's at rest.
How do you know that one's at rest?
Because I know that this one would be forward because the car goes back when you like go forward, and when you're going backwards, the car will lean forward.
You're talking about like the water will push back.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know this one's at rest because it's level.
Do you think if I told you that this one's actually accelerating, would you believe me or not?
No.
No, right? That defies physics.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
when you accelerate in a car, you always get pushed back to your seat.
Right.
You know, always.
Right.
You know. So claiming that doesn't happen,
Yeah.
that defies physics, right?
Yeah.
All right, pause
So,
that for a minute.
Let me ask you this: do you believe?
Okay, so
All right,
Until you
wait
get
a
up
minute.
To speed.
Let me
Until
say
you get up to
something.
speed. We know this, Austin. Until you get up to
No,
speed.
but my
yes, it gets
question
perfect,
is-
but then you settle out. You get normal. You don't.
Yeah, but
don't
you heard what
push
he
that.
just said. He was talking about Exhibit B was actually him going forward. He said he was trying to say it was it would be opposite. Am I wrong? Because when you mentioned that helium balloon hanging in the van, when they moved forward, did that helium balloon move to the back of the van or the front of the van?
I really can't
the
believe we're
helium
talking about
balloon
this.
moved with the motion of the van. It went with it.
This is
So it
dumb. This is dumb, and we need to
So
stop.
it went
talking about
back.
It's so bad. This is so stupid. We need
Okay.
to stop talking about it.
Just keep
I mean,
listening.
it literally.
Listen to
Okay,
the
go ahead.
video.
Go ahead. Keep going. I can't.
I think
fucking
it's
believe we're talking about
hilarious.
Okay, go
I
for
actually
it.
think it's funny.
Okay, go for
I
it.
think this
Just
is
go for
funny.
it. It's stupid.
No,
but let's
okay.
go.
I'm down to stop this, but like, to me, I don't know. I just think it's funny that this is actually like becoming a thing. I
Yeah.
think it's dumb, but like,
Let's go for it.
come on, this
Just
is
extend
funny.
it. Just extend it. Let's go with
You
it.
wanna-
Go with it. Yeah,
No,
go with it.
I
Just go
have
with
a feel. Okay, you want to watch all this?
it. Just go for it.
Just
Let's
keep
do-
going until the
do
part
it.
where he says, "Don't watch anybody else on
Objects
YouTube."
accelerate down in free fall because of
Oh, that's
gravity?
this guy.
Yeah, that's
Accelerate
this
down.
guy.
Or do
How
you
long
think
ago
objects
was
move
this?
Towards the ground, I guess.
Just keep listening. This was his newest video.
I think they
9 hours
accelerate
ago.
down. Yeah,
All right.
I think the longer they're falling, the faster they're gonna move, right?
So again, it's the same principle. The water always pushes back in the opposite direction you accelerate.
Exactly.
So when I accelerate this bottle down, like actually accelerate it, the water wants to push up. It
Exactly.
displaces, right?
Exactly.
In reality, when we put it into free fall, my phone's overheated, but when we put it into free fall, that displacement doesn't happen.
Right.
So that shows us that this bottle's not being
It's
accelerated.
not actually accelerating.
So it's the Earth that's moving up. So the Earth right now is pushing
How
up
the
against
fuck
you.
you
Gravity
get
is a
that?
pulling force.
How do you go from,
you're not
oh,
being
it's
pulled towards the
moving
Earth.
up.
You're
The
being
Earth is
pushed
pushing.
up.
Exactly.
That's
So
interesting.
let's say hypothetically the Earth is moving up at 100 miles an hour right now. While I'm holding this is also moving at 100 miles. The instant I release it,
It's not
accelerating. It's
Yeah.
not moving it at that constant speed.
Yeah.
It starts to decelerate.
Yeah.
So it's not. So it's the Earth that comes up to me.
Right.
So that's why Einstein, I don't know if you've heard of Einstein's theory of relativity, he acknowledges that there is no force in free fall. So he came up with his mind-bending explanation of the bending and warping of space-time to explain how objects still accelerate down without actually accelerating.
So like when I jump, I'm jumping and the Earth is coming back up.
Exactly, man. You get it, man.
Oh,
a lot
that's
of
interesting.
So you've heard of flat Earth, right?
What?
Yeah.
the actual
Earth is a science.
fuck is
And I'm
going
gonna
on
tell you, flat
here?
Earth
Back
and
it up,
Earth
back
are
it up,
the exact
back it
same
up.
thing because
What?
over 90
Right.
Hold on,
This
back it
fucking
up. He's about
retarded.
I
to,
think
about to call us all out, guys.
This is
Listen,
hilarious.
back it up.
Just
He's
keep
about to
going.
call
I'm
us
fine.
out.
I'm gonna watch it. I don't care.
He's
I'll
about to
watch
call
it.
us all
Fucking
psyop.
retarded.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't know who this guy is. He doesn't.
Yeah, who can someone explain who this person is?
I don't
like,
know,
is
but
he-
he's getting traction and more people are watching him. And he's getting more views than me. And there's more people talking about this. So should we ignore
Of
this, or
course
should
they're
we challenge it?
Yeah.
Yes, we should
They're
ignore
giving
this.
him-
The
they're
more
giving
energy you
him-
give this, the worse it's
let's-
gonna be.
Let's not
Like,
fight
honestly,
it.
I feel it's healthier to acknowledge this shit and challenge it.
I'm
No,
just
if
want
you
a good
start
debate
going, if you
anyways,
start
right?
getting all like defensive and acting like he's like a threat, then that's
No,
exactly
not a
what
threat,
he's
bro.
gonna sound
So
like.
far from
No,
a threat,
not a
it's more of
threat.
an
Not a threat.
embarrassment, dude.
Yeah, it's retarded.
I don't want to
Well,
be
that's a
associated
threat.
with
To
this
be embarrassed
bullshit.
is a threat. Like like
Yeah, you're a
Richard
threat
Gere.
to our
Richard Gere's
credibility.
never gonna mention like the whole gerbil incident. He's not gonna say no, I didn't put a gerbil in my ass. He's not even gonna bring it up because even talking about that gerbil is probably bad. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes, that's
so I
true.
feel like that's
That
the
is
way
true.
we gotta approach this. You gotta just leave that gerbil out of the whole.
Are you
You
gonna
can't
make me
talk
watch it?
about.
You're gonna
You
make me-
can't be like, oh no, get the, we.
Yeah.
I never put a fucking gerbil in my ass.
I
You
get
just-
it. I get it. Just make me watch
Yeah.
it. You're gonna make me watch
Okay,
it.
we're
I get
watching.
it. All right, let's watch it. Watch it.
95% of flat earthers claim the Earth is motionless. So they
Honestly,
also,
I think I think like the Earth is flat, but like I don't think it's just like this. I think it's like
It's a
I
topographical
think it's
plane.
like I
Yeah.
think it's like it's still flat, like it's still like two dimensional, or
Semantics.
not two dimensional, but it's not a full globe. It's like it's like a circle that's kind of bent.
okay, so here's my thing. Obviously, in my opinion, the Earth is not flat because you could have a flat wall.
Right.
You know, that does,
Right.
the Earth is level, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the Earth has orientation,
Mhm.
and in order for something to have orientation, it needs to be moving.
Mhm.
So the Earth is level relative to the vertical,
Mhm.
which is the Earth's motion.
Mhm.
So
Wait,
everybody's
hold on.
up.
If for something to have orientation, it has to be moving. Is that? I don't get that. Is
I
that-
don't
is that a
understand why
thing?
that has to be true. Like orientation is just where you are in space and time. That does not require movement.
I don't. Yeah. Why was that a given? Do you guys know of that? Is that a thing? Am I
It
just?
sounds like he's just saying so many words and the guy's just agreeing and he's saying them so fast the guy doesn't even know what he's saying, Like he's just being like, but like that's not a thing. It's not. Is it?
This is
Dude,
a grifter.
We're all losing brain cells the more we watch this, so let's try to get through
Yeah,
as
I
fast
think
as we can.
so.
Please.
Okay.
Up, everybody's vertical is perpendicular. It's all parallel.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, these motionless flat earthers, again, by default, they're claiming also that there is a magical acceleration in free fall that doesn't displace the water.
Mhm.
That kind of acceleration doesn't exist.
That makes
He
sense.
thinks
again, that's why
acceleration
gravity
means
is always
speeding
gonna be
up,
a
dude.
theory because,
Acceleration can be the
gravitational
same
field that's
speed.
pulling objects toward the ground doesn't exist.
This guy's going. Oh yeah, that makes
dope.
sense.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So if we could prove that it's the Earth pushing up,
Mhm.
how would that work from a globe?
It wouldn't like necessarily work.
Exactly, because that would mean the Earth will have to be growing and it will have to be pushing up in all 360 degrees.
Right, whereas
around.
it can only push up in one direction.
Exactly.
Because if you're on like the bottom of the Earth,
how can it push down
it
and up?
can't push down up at the same time.
Exactly. So that's the biggest lie on
Yeah.
Earth, that objects accelerate in free fall. And flat Earth, that's how they're controlling it. They claim that objects accelerate down too.
Mhm.
That's where the motionless flat Earth comes into
That's
play.
interesting.
That's the psyop. So
That's
stay away
interesting.
from those people.
Yeah.
That's all mainstream flat earthers on YouTube.
Mhm.
They all talk about a motionless flat Earth. So
Mm.
they're just debating an idea with globe earthers that's not gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm glad you stopped, man.
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
appreciate it. Here's my information.
Yeah,
my
for
channel.
sure.
Take it with you.
Okay,
Have plenty,
cool.
And yeah, man,
Okay,
thanks
cool.
a lot, man.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, take care. Are you? Yeah, you are. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, I want to try it.
All right, two very easy questions. All right, so we'll start with the first one.
All right, so my question
So
is
this
the
one,
9.8
I
meters.
have to-
So you think the Earth is moving up? You think that things are falling? But no. I think things are falling, right? I think there's a downward vector. They think it's an optical illusion because the Earth is moving up. So there's still a rate being measured, 9.8. Okay. And it changes depending where you are on the Earth. And that is my point, because they're claiming there is a constant upward moving motion, right? Again, they still have to claim that rate, the little g, whether they believe it or not, or think it's some heliocentric magic, but it's not, because you can go do this yourself. This can be done. But the reason we used to deny it too, until we found out that, wait a minute, they get different measurements on different places on the Earth. How would that happen on a globe?
That's because
It
of
wouldn't.
like the atmosphere gets thinner, right? That's why like at higher like elevations you'd have they tested free fall to be a little different, like up in the mountains and stuff, right?
Right.
Isn't
It's not going to be the same all over. So it's not the same it's not going to be rising all up at the same. Over time, it's going to get worse and worse and be so noticeable. Like, how would we still be moving up? It just does not make sense. And this is how the globe model. This is one of the things that destroyed the globe model for me, was diving into this, and then now, like, why wouldn't we apply the same logic? Like, this is why we're not moving. This is why it's something to do with the ether. This is why there's an electrostatics needs to be questioned and added to this equation or puzzle, like they're just denying all other possibilities and only going straight with optics because it could look like this, and it's just, it gets insane.
Austin, I'm just like, you're right. Here's the thing. The reason why it's so frustrating to all of us is because they've neglected one element that is a part of the equation, which is the ether or this thing. And that's what fucks up all the rest of the damn fucking equations. When they took it away or hid it or occulted it or whatever the fuck you want to talk about it, when they took it away, it fucked up everything else and frustrated the rest of us forever. And now that's why we have to deal with this fucking retardation of it's just so stupid.
Guys, go sub to level-headed.
You don't have to deal with anything you don't want to deal with. Just so you guys know that. You don't have
to.
But I can yell about it.
Level-headed William and go make your own decision. And hopefully you have enough logic and discernment to make the, what I would say, dare I say it, the correct decision. Okay? But yeah, go sub to that channel. What's the name of it again? What is it? Level-headed William. Yeah. Okay, so he's telling you not to go sub at other channels and figure it out on your own, but I am. We are. Go sub to that channel. Go sub to Dell. Get into that discussion. Spend 3 hours of your life listening to truthers argue, and you come back and tell me what you learned from it and how you benefited from it.
I already did it, Austin. It's fucking retarded. I've been doing Dell for fucking 3 years now. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's retarded. It's like,
so this guy's like, flat earthers are dumb because it's not moving. We're flat earthers, but we think we're moving up. Those idiots don't. Like, that's so strange because they have to be a flat earther to believe this, right?
Crumb, can I rant for just a second here now? Because I want to go to my rant.
Dude, I'll give you the floor, actually. This is your rant. Get your rant on.
Can you let him finish before you go on your rant?
What do you need to do?
No, just let him finish before you go on your
Did you have a thing that you wanted a thought to complete before I go on this rant?
I'm setting you up.
Okay. A fucking level deck runs up goes up, it excels forever, right? So that keeps your feet on the ground. That goes up, feet on the ground. That means it has to excel forever, okay? Or else if you settle into your speed, you don't stay on the ground anymore. It's just like when you get in a car, you start speeding up, and once you get up to speed, you're not pushed back against your fucking car seat anymore because you're up to speed. Inertia has brought you into the nature of your direction, yeah? Okay, so I'm supposed to believe that some motherfucker in Scotland says, well, shit, this thing's going up at fucking endless acceleration. It always has to be at endless acceleration in order to keep your feet on the ground. That's fucking retarded. Dell is playing the game. He's a flat earther. I like Dell. He's either fucking playing a game to get more people to fucking fight with him on his channel to get more money on his fucking hits or whatever, or it's just retarded. And I'm going to go with fucking retarded. That's it.
All right. Excellent rant. Excellent rant. Thank you. Thank you, Laurie. Oh man. See, this is what I'm all about. Like, it doesn't, you guys just come out here, get it out. Get it out. Just get these rants out. Because otherwise you're gonna hold it in, and it's like holding in a fucking fart for an entire day. You just need to go off, you need to go around and just get it out, and it's so much better. It really is, guys. So bring it, last week was very therapeutic for me. I felt I just did like a 3.5 hour rant. I got it out. And
somebody else has to do one too. We need another rant tonight. Somebody else has to come up because this fucking
I have a rant.
Do it.
I have a theory, man. Hold on a second. I got a theory. My theory last week was true, and I could back it up. The world is actually a giant toilet. The whole world is, and I can prove it. I could prove it because twice a day it flushes and comes back up. Tides go down, tides go up. And so God is, he's perfect, and he has amazing bowel schedules. Anybody knows that like you are godly if you have consistent 2 a day bowel movements.
About a clock.
I'm talking about how the tide goes down and tide goes up, and that's probably a flush in the middle of the toilet of the toilet earth.
So that's
and
the middle of the flesh. It's like a middle of the flesh. Like
well, yeah, the toilet's in the middle. He's sitting there, and he's like sitting there on his iPhone, and he's like every day like clockwork.
The turds go
No,
down.
I'm talking about this whole world. We are just in God's toilet. It's all it is. This is a giant toilet for God. And he has an immaculate schedule for his bowels, and that is why he became God. All the rest of us will like go days without shitting or like have diarrhea, but his every day. Tide goes up, tide goes down. A few hours later, tide goes up, tide goes down. Mwah.
And that's pretty good. That's a good one. That's a good one.
No, I mean,
So we're in the heavenly septic tank.
We're not in a septic tank. We're just
like,
in
it's
God's
like-
toilet bowl.
no, God can do better than a septic tank.
Yeah, God can do better than a septic tank.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. I know. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I thought of that earlier today. I'm like, that actually, what are the tides? Prove to me that it's not
No, don't be
God
sorry.
flushing. I don't know. And then coming back up.
All right,
I mean,
so
look at
that
what happens in a
airplane-
toilet.
That
Huh?
airplane just crashed. You seen that footage?
Yeah, we saw it.
No, what
So
happened?
that airplane, there was an airplane where like 60-something people died. I guess something happened and it
That was in
crashed
Brazil.
into a-
So let me ask you this, Austin.
Oh.
On that question, this is not making fun of their deaths, but did the Earth rush up to crash into the plane, or did the plane fall down to the fucking Earth? There's your
Well,
question.
I think that the reports is misinformation because the plane, they claimed the plane was plummeting, but it wasn't. The Earth is rising up to the plane.
Oh, so the Earth rose up to the plane.
So
and
that's
crashed
nothing but
into it.
misinformation out there. The plane never plummeted. So that company doesn't need to get worried. They don't need to worry about lawsuits because it didn't plummet. The Earth was rising up.
Yeah,
And
you know
then
how
it just happened to
ridiculous.
collide into the Earth.
You know how ridiculous that is. You know how ridiculous that is from our perspective. Really, that just reconfirms how retarded. So like
wrong.
everything is going. So the land is coming up.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. The plane ran into the Earth as the Earth was flying up to it. You know how fucking stupid that sounds? It's so dumb. So like, okay, so the Earth is rising up, plane rises up and crashes into the plane, but it stalled. But it stalled. But it really stalled.
Hey, Crumb, do you
want to rant?
do you want me to go on a rant about this?
You can rant.
You know what? I think we all need to just take a breather. I think just I have an idea just to clear the air. Just take 2 minutes here and we'll all just refresh and come right back. Okay? 2 minutes.
A friend of mine took a banana boat to Mexico, and here's a letter that he wrote. A hot tamale down in Veracruz, who wore no slippers and who wore no shoes. For gold and silver, how her eyes would glow. But when I said I've got no dough, my hot tamale went chili on me. Chili, 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 chili on me. My hot tamale went chili on me. What am I gonna do for long? I said, I'm glad you weigh 300 pounds. I need you most when swimming comes around. Sit here by me until the sun goes down, 'cause you're the shadiest spot in town. My hot tamale with chili on me. Chili, 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 chili on me. My hot tamale with chili on me. What am I gonna do for long? My man has the strangest eyes I've ever seen. One is red, the other one is green. I was confused, and so to him I said, should I stop or go ahead? My hot tamale My hot tamale with jelly on me. What am I gonna do for long? What am I gonna do for long?
Tamale with chili on me. Okay, here's the thing. Now that we took a little break, guys, this show isn't about talk. That's one thing I do on this show is I don't talk about proofs to this extent. And I don't talk about how everybody's stupid, have different views. I mean, we rant about it. I do, yes. But what I see, what I'm seeing going on is something different. I think what I'm seeing going on is this ridiculous theory, whether it is or not, whether they believe it or not. It seems like this guy believes it's true, which is right, I guess. But like it doesn't threaten me as much. I think I'd like to understand what the concern is with this. So there is such like a we got to shut this down. This is retarded. Like to me, this is kind of hilarious. But
right, so it's not like a concern. But there's people every day, like I'm not lying to you, every day, sending me this shit or posting something on a commenting on something that's completely irrelevant to fucking gravity. Like I'm getting this shit every day.
I noticed that. I noticed that, man. You have been doing a lot of work. I see you everywhere and you're engaging and you're making posts and stuff. And, you know, especially with all the stuff you're doing with the sun, a lot of people are kind of like, what does Austin think of this? What does Austin think of this? And
then they ask me and I tell them, and then it becomes a fucking argument. Like they already knew their answer. You know, they just came to me to fight. But then they've, like with the sun, that's happened so many times. And then I'm like, all right, do you have any observations? Oh, well, no. But here's a TikTok video. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I'm losing my patience. Like, sorry if I'm coming across as I'm bitching, but damn, dude, I've held this community to a higher standard, and it just disappoints me every fucking time.
I don't mind that you're bitching. I don't mind that you're bitching. Here's my concern because I like this community, and I recognize when something is taking the power away from people who I highly respect and love, and I just out of general concern, I just want to like see things from another angle and just like try not to like get, I don't know. I mean, it's so easy for us to like really, bite into something like this, but I don't know. I think in the long run, this might be the whole reason why they're doing this is for this reaction. And, you have to consider
weird,
that.
dude, because we were killing it a few years ago, and just the way this community has just, I feel, in my opinion, this is my opinion, but like it's fucking crumbled since Bob died, in my opinion. Like since Bob left, it's
that was a
gotten
huge
worse,
hit.
dude. And it's been pretty shitty. And there's been some good things, don't get me wrong, but like, dude, any little topic that comes around, everyone loses their shit. And I've just recently started being vocal about it and giving my opinions on it, but I've been seeing it since I practically started this. I mean, I've experienced myself with people I invited onto Melodome and be a part of it and all that. And or even when I first started it with Christian, like,
yeah,
just all kinds of fucking bullshit, and it's
no, it is. And I have a theory about that. But Nicole, you did want to say something. I didn't want to forget. I will let you do your rant, and we'll do a follow up. Nicole, do you want to do a rant?
I actually don't want to do a rant, but I actually have personal experience with like losing a family member to a plane crash. And when I saw the plane fall from the sky, which totally defied gravity. So Austin, I know you know what I'm talking about. It was the most bizarre thing to see this plane like falling from the sky like a paper airplane. And it didn't make any sense to me because it just like fell. Okay, whatever.
I didn't see this. Is there a video of this? Can you find a video of this?
Yeah, there is.
Send it my way here.
Which by the way, guys, Dr. Bass just mentioned, I think it's interesting that there happen to be 8 doctors on board who are working on a cure for cancer. But that's probably just a coincidence, but just an interesting little side note.
Oh, isn't that funny? I didn't hear that. But so this week it is August it's August 11th right now, but August 16th, 1987, my aunt and uncle died in a plane crash.
Oh,
when I was a kid. No, it's fine. I was 6. I was actually supposed to go with them, and my parents didn't let me go because I was too young to like fly by myself. So who knows what would have happened. But this plane crash killed a whole entire basketball team, a whole entire executive team from Ford. There's a whole like long family saga that goes along with it. So anytime there's a plane crash, I am like on my like fight mode, you know, like it goes into kid trauma mode. So when I saw this plane falling from the sky, it was the weirdest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen a plane fall like that before. It literally fell like a paper rocket. Like it was the weirdest. The
I gotta
pattern.
send this. Oh man, please please find this. Yeah,
I sent it to you on Telegram.
Then,
you did?
Watch it.
There
And
it
it's
is.
weird too because for my whole entire life, I've always wanted my Aunt Lisa's plane crash to be fake. Like I've always wanted to be something that wasn't real because the trauma behind it it's really not easy for, you know, a little kid. Like older, I still, you know, my parents should put me in therapy back then, probably would be way better off, but they didn't. And so I'm just going to deal with that. But it's a whole other story. Anyways, this week, like August, and this plane crash it's bizarre. And I my heart goes out to everybody who lost anybody, but all I want to do is say that this was fake. And I don't know if that's like an imposter trauma syndrome or something like that, but I feel like it's something to talk about because we don't really recognize how many things we don't realize can traumatize us. And when we're living in a society that has so many things that are manipulating us into thinking all of these things that aren't real, or maybe they are, or maybe they will be, or what if that's going to happen, or whatever, you know, nobody wants to be in a plane crash, but everybody is terrified of it, you know? I don't know if I'm tracking right or anything because it's not really easy to talk about.
No, it's a very traumatic way to die. I mean, statistically, it's not very likely, but we're way more afraid of that than other things that are way more statistically possible. Okay, let me put this video up. Where are you? Oh, okay. Here we go. It's just going to take over the whole screen. So
Porra! Caralho, bicho! Nó! Fudeu, é doido! Caralho, moleque! Tá louco, bicho? Que isso, irmão?
I have.
Okay, Crumb.
Who's has their
Wait a
camera
second.
on?
Wait a second. Hold on a second. So when my Aunt Lisa and Uncle Don died on the plane crash, I was 6 years old. Now that plane crash was like huge in Michigan. And so when I was growing up, it was like, okay, Rainbow Bright and like Saturday morning cartoons and like, and they finally found a black box for Flight 255. So like my Aunt Lisa's death was played over and over all the time on the news. And it was really bizarre. So I really feel bad for anybody who lost anybody in a plane crash because it is so fucking tragic. And then they released all of that footage in real time. Like as soon as that plane crash hit on Twitter, it was literally like, oh, here's new footage of the plane crash. And you could literally see the bodies. And it was like not easy.
I didn't see I didn't see much in that. Maybe,
Good. Good.
I didn't see much at all. I just,
Good.
I guess I didn't.
You don't
It's
need
pretty
to.
big.
You don't. And nobody.
No, yeah, I had no
Yeah.
idea that it was.
But
There's
like, why are
another
they
video
Oh,
that
here's
shows
another
the
video.
plane falling. There, yeah.
Okay, yeah, here it is.
No,
Is
that's
it
a
all?
different
Would you
video.
mind
That's
if I
different.
played
Yeah,
this,
no, play it.
Nicole?
Totally fine. Yeah,
The one
it's
I
fine.
sent
I
you is a
watched
different plane.
several.
I'm playing it right now. Okay, let me just.
That's
Like, I
just
literally
another
watched it
example
for the
of
last 24 hours.
kind of what happened.
It's so like it
It's
bothers
not the same
me.
plane though. But I know, but I don't know. But I'm reading here what supposedly. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm reading here. Supposedly, there's been some like quote unquote aviation experts. I don't personally think that why anything needs to be fake about this video yet until I sniff out something fishy. So
Well, they haven't found the black box yet. So
well, here they're saying they have them and they're analyzing them. I don't
they have
know.
the black box. They found the black box.
Yeah, and they're trying to analyze it. Nothing's came out yet in this article. I don't know. I just started currently looking, so if someone can find something else. But it says here saying that the plane looks like it stalled, and this is coming from some aviation experts. I hate it when they use the word experts. But yeah, these are people who've watched the video and watched it plummet slowly, and they're saying that the plane stalled.
There's nothing to do.
The plane's wings lost the lift needed to keep the aircraft aloft, causing it to stop flying and start falling. You can get into a spin without stalling, or you can't get into a spin without stalling. Says John Cox, an airline pilot of 25 years. 60-something people, let me see. It says 62 people on board. All of them died. It landed in over some houses, so hopefully nobody in the houses were killed. But fortunately, 62 people all on
The
board.
residential area. We don't know that yet.
That's just a jet video I sent from. I sent a link to Maltese if he wanted to jump on here.
So
I don't get it. Okay.
That's just another plane. That's just that plane was in a flat spin. It's a deadly scenario for any plane.
Yeah, and so here's the thing about planes is that if all the systems fail, you can still glide that thing down to some sort of landing. It may not be the perfect landing, but you can glide it down to get to a place where you might lose some people. You might have a shit show when you crash, but you can glide it down. When you fall out of the sky, it's a stall.
You guys ain't getting it yet, though, man.
Okay, so what? No,
plane was not falling. Okay.
So what are you suggesting? What are you positing?
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec.
What are you positing, Austin? Come on, I want to.
Okay,
what are you actually talking about?
I'm going to bring Maltese on here, and actually, like, you guys can hang out for a little bit. I do want to make it so it's not too crowded, just so you guys know. But go ahead and finish your point there.
I was just saying, like Austin, what are you positing that if it didn't glide down, it didn't stall? What are you saying?
Nothing. I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling, dude.
See, at least have a good sense of humor. Listen. I have something I want to say to you, Austin, as to what you were saying. Everything's going to shit since Bob died. Now, here's a way to look at it. In my perspective, is flat Earth is getting bigger and bigger. It is. It just is. More and more people are becoming flat earthers. That means less and less people are going to be part of this little niche of understanding, a little community, because if everybody in the world becomes a flat earther, there is no flat earther type. Now, all the assholes are flat earthers. All this are flat earthers. So what, you know what I mean? It's not
I
like
get
a
that.
defining. So what might be happening is what we've always wanted, and I always knew deep down, we shouldn't be. We need to chill out and not tell anybody about flat Earth, because we're gonna honestly.
That's where I'm at, dude. Like, if you're not finding my channel, like, good luck getting it out of me in public, unless I know you're cool, dude. Like, you have to first pass other levels before we even get to flat Earth. You know what I mean? Like my buddy Tyler, he's there. He's globe skeptic all the way, dude. Like I have ruined him. Okay,
Oh,
but
globe
him
skeptic.
getting
That's right there. That's so close.
oh, he's there,
That's,
bro. Like when space shit comes up, he's even he can't even help it. He's like, oh, fake. If it's even fucking real, you know, like he can't help it. Ugh, you want to just puke it out, right? But he's hesitant to come into this community because it's at a point where, dude, everybody is fucking fighting with you. Like, I'm like, okay, before you jump in here, just know, you know, like if you're with these people, you know, then it's like, because, bro, you can't even enjoy yourself in most chats because everyone's fucking all pissy with each other and fucking fighting over dumb shit. Like, your chat's cool. My chat's cool.
I love
you know
my
what
chat.
I mean? Like,
I love this chat.
You gotta remember, like, also, like Crumb and I have been talking about this for years. It's like, if you don't go through this,
can we just be more presentable? If more people are coming to this, can you clean your fucking room?
Austin,
that's exactly it. Like
Say
we
that,
have to have Emily is going to be our head of the PR department because
I'm
honestly,
here.
we've been talking about this. It's like this doesn't look good.
If you don't go through the process yourself, you don't bear the fruits out of it. I mean, that's
Well,
really
no, that's
what
not
it
true.
is.
They can. We didn't because in the you had to be a crazy person to do it. But I don't think you at this point you have to go learning about the fucking
different now.
reptilians just to see that the
Exactly.
world is
Just check
still a process,
very
though.
less
It's not the
taboo,
same
man.
process.
But
There's
just check-
people who
skip.
think the earth is flat and they don't know what a truther is. They're not like,
right,
I'm a
and nor do
truther,
they
like-
need to. You know,
But
like,
the-
why
but
do they
the-
need to go through all that trauma just to find something beautiful? That
Are
may
you
have been
saying?
the case.
No, what are you saying is that they don't have to go through the trauma we went through for the last 10 years?
I don't
So
think they
it's
have to
easier?
like spiral into like Alex Jones and Bohemian Grove
Yeah,
and
but I want
all this
them- I want
stuff,
them to
and
do
then
it.
and
Oh,
then
I want
YouTube
to.
recommends it. Like they found us at our peak of like absolute insanity, but like it's not the way it's hitting these people these days.
We did the heavy lifting, Crumb. We all did the heavy lifting for Flat Earth 2.0.
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks.
I'm
quite
not
yet. We
sucking
did.
anybody's dick. I'm just saying it's like I want them to at least go through some of the fucking shit so they can experience what we had to experience over the last 10 years. That's all.
So you're like, back in my day, we had to go uphill two ways. These kids get it so good, they're just gonna get flat Earth without all the work.
Yeah,
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I'm like,
I don't want them to go through that.
Emily,
Emily,
That's
terrible.
Emily,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
need to speak to Emily. I
Yes,
want
I'm
to talk
right.
to Emily for a
I'm here
second.
for you.
Can I talk to
MLTs,
Emily,
I'm gonna bring you
PR
on in 2
person,
seconds
for
here.
a second? Emily.
Yes, ma'am.
Emily.
Yes.
It just matters how you spin it because there is no PR that's not bad PR.
Oh, I agree with you. Absolutely. Your haters are the ones that actually boost you in the algorithm the most. The more hate you have, the more promo you're getting. There is no bad PR. You just have to spin it right. She understands.
And that's exactly why we're going through all this.
Maybe that's what Dell's doing. He's just like, well, let's just make this bad PR for Dell and like just like I'm going to talk, upward acceleration of the deck, and he's just working the PR thing. He's just like sucking the dick of the PR fucking world on that one. I'm just saying. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, he's at least fondling the balls. But yeah, maybe.
I agree. Okay, you guys, we're gonna bring on a guest who's going to rant. Let's give her the floor or him the floor. I'm not quite sure. Right. Bring on Maltese Canary. Are you here? Hello. Are you there?
He's probably working on the audio, but that's Maltese Canuck. He's a legend.
Canuck, yeah. What up, Maltese? Can you hear us? I don't hear you. All right. I'll check on you in a sec.
Womp womp.
I know, right? I got a sound for this. All right. All right. When you're ready. I guess the thing that bothers me the most about this journey is how much we give away our power and how triggered we are out of external things. And, as soon as somebody says something like at the dinner table, you couldn't pay some like millions of dollars to somebody just to be like, hey, look at that space launch the other day. That looked great. I mean, try to sit there. I'll give you like $1,000. They'll be like,
It's Lowry's fault.
Yeah, dude, we're
No.
at peak, we're at peak fucking fuck off mode because we've been doing it for so long. We're like, are you serious? Are we still talking about this shit? Are we really still talking about this shit? It's like it's so obvious at this point in time, and it's like trying to get anyone like, are you really seriously? I'm showing you everything you need to know about what we're talking about reality, and you still can't see it. How the fuck can I be along with you anymore? How can I hang out with you? How can I have beers with you? How can I just make jokes with you anymore? Because I just showed you 1,000 miles of evidence that it's not fucking curving, and you still can't fucking get it, you fucking retard.
Why don't you get it that they're never gonna get it?
Sorry, that
You want to? I could talk to you all damn day about equal temperament and 432 being something.
I know you don't like
Oh
that.
my god.
But where does that go? Where does that go? I let it go. I let it go. We just move on and we're good. We're homies. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna.
I know. I'm
I
not
think
mad.
Maltese is good now. He just
Are you
released that
good?
audio.
All
It's
right, right
good.
on. Okay, let's give him the floor. Maltese. You
Hello,
here?
can you hear me now?
I can. Welcome to the show.
Excellent. Thanks for having me aboard. It's been a great show so far, you guys. Awesome.
It's been all right. Do you have a rant for us or a comment or anything you want? The floor is yours for a little while. I promise we will allow you to speak.
Oh, I think really the rant just covers everything in general. We have people that have made some form of observation, and then with that have run already with a theory. They're building models. They're coming up with cause and effects, but they haven't even understood their actual initial observation. Right. And we kind of just hit on that tonight. That plane crash, the way it looked, as far as it was floating in the sky. We do have lots of imagery of what looks like planes that are flying, look like they're stationary due to a parallax effect. But that plane was also would appear to be more in a flat spin. So you've got the whole breadth of those wings slowly allowing the plane to come down, much like you would have a feather. A big fat feather would fall a little bit slower. So it wasn't in a side or a nosedive, which would greatly slow down the effect of its fall. Plus the camera angle it was captured at, will obviously give you some optical effects as far as its speed. Right?
Sure. It's kind of like the Coriolis effect of the upward thing where it's like everything's going up, in constant motion except toilets and bullets. So is that kind of what they're trying to claim, that this that the plane is an anomaly that shows that phenomenon's going on?
Well, what it probably shows is just there's an irregular effect in the acceleration of the Earth and its upward motion. And that can at times maybe create these little pockets of gravity and or anti-gravity. Right. There's a lot, I think, to be considered there, but definitely we need to, I think, step up our understandings of observations and study those effects greater before we jump to theories, conclusions, and such. But we can, I think, all attest that most plane crashes are some form of hit. So, and what people are saying about who was on board, we can understand why it's a focal point in the news and why there's no black box to be found.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Why don't they make the whole plane out of the black box? That should have been.
I've had quite a few conversations with Maltese, and I've heard a rant. I've heard a rant from him before, and that was not a rant.
No.
I was like, very calm rant. I like this. Is nice.
Very
librarian rant time. I love it.
We don't have to be necessarily worked up just to get the rant out, right?
Absolutely. We could be all things considered. NPR ranting over here.
Can I just say something? I feel like you have such a great voice for like narration or like audiobooks. Like I feel like you're so calming. It's wonderful.
I agree.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. You should check out probably some of the later works that I've just been working on there on the channel. But
awesome. Can we put
I could enjoy some other voices too to join in on it. But it's a good project.
Let me make you a mod, and you can put the and put the link in the description.
I'm already doing it right now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm
Cool.
putting it in the chat.
Sweet.
It's a Telegram channel, guys. It's not YouTube.
Oh,
It's
right on.
Telegram, and it's fucking awesome. A lot of good stuff over there.
I'm in.
Right.
Broadcast
Observations.
digital.
Yeah. There it is. So observations, we can extend that obviously to the luminaries, whether it be fake suns, plasma moons, right? Some of the latest is these cymatics of the stars and or cymatics of out of focus planets. And then people wondering, well, how do we capture those cymatics? And I said, well, if you capture enough images and paste it all together, you end up with a white light source. Cymatics is the representation in visual sight of sound and not necessarily something you capture in a sense, right? And if you do, it's in a single still. And if you look at Hans Jenny's work, you would have a bunch of stills for all the different frequencies. There would be no need to get multiple series of a star. But if you want to take something like Sirius, you want to get a cymatic of Sirius. Well, how do you isolate it from Sirius B, which is, essentially right beside it? It's a binary star system. How do we start isolating all these different light sources, right? And then you have the same thing with Mars. And out of focus of Mars. Well, look at these little cymatic pulsation effects. I go, those very same effects you can reduplicate by being out of focus on an LED light source, which I've shown on my channel. Austin's seen with his P1000. But yet we're trying to build theories off of it. But yet people like myself who've got gigs of P1000 photos of every kind of light, luminary, cloud, sunshine, crepuscular ray, you name it. And then someone wants to argue going, well, see this one out of focus image? This is the real thing.
Right? Yeah.
And then also all telescope images are all NASA. Well, there's billions of telescopes sold every year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I always wondered if there would have to be like consistency in like specific stars with like unique shapes for there to rule out that it wasn't just like a camera effect.
Can we not talk about inversion, the inverse square law, like immediately?
I'm talking about just like the shapes, specific shapes that were,
doesn't it matter?
In on.
Doesn't it matter? Doesn't it matter? Like really, inverse square law matters immediately in all of this. It cancels out every other conversation we're going to have. Inverse square law matters immediately, and we have to understand that to know that they're just luminaries. They're just up there. They're just up there.
The inverse square law has nothing to do with color theory.
It doesn't. Well, doesn't have anything to do with color theory.
It has nothing to do with equal
That's
parts red, green, and blue.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
No,
I know black holes matter.
No, inverse square law matters. It matters.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It goes away from everything else. It goes with.
I don't even think matter matters.
Well, yeah, there's that. But like, if we really are going to talk about this, if we're going to rant, let's get down to the brass tack. There's no.
Hold on. We were talking about something else though. We were talking about like
you're talking about
the
stars.
shapes that are.
You're talking about
stars. We're talking about stars. We're talking about the
Howard's
shapes
in
of the
his own
stars.
world.
And I've seen many videos where they're like, "This is what Sirius looks like," and it's like a specific thing.
But if you get it, please if we get down to the brass tacks of it, inverse square law annihilates everything. They're just lights.
Whoa.
They're rolling around up there.
Whoa.
That's it.
Whoa. I'm going to pump the brakes there on that one.
No, do it. I'd like to know more, please.
How do you test the inverse square law of light?
By your eyes, you look at things and you know how far you can see things versus where you can't see things, and it works.
Whoa. Can you define the inverse square law of light for me, please?
Yeah, because it goes out and you have 4 times, 6 times, or it squares itself outside of itself, and you can't see light further and further and further until that's just how you're going out from a spheroid. It's projecting light out in a sphere. I say spheroid, but in a spherical way, it's going out, and it reduces its amount of power squared out by distance. We know this. This is very clear. It's clearly shown in so many no. Please.
Answer the question.
I'm answering it. It does that. We can't see things from so far away. the further
Okay.
away they get, we can't see
Lowry,
them.
you're a trip, bro.
Wait, so you're
Larry,
saying that the different
all right, Larry.
shapes are because of the distances? and
No, I'm
that's
just
what's
saying
going
the
on?
brightness goes down over the course of distance.
But we're not talking about brightness. We're talking about actual shapes, like specific shapes. So if one
Yeah, but-
star has a very unique, like snowflake shape going on, when I see this video, I'm wondering, is that because of a camera, or does that actually is
Doesn't
that actually what
matter.
the star is?
Does
It does
not
matter.
matter.
Absolutely,
No,
it matters.
it's only about
if
distance.
every
It's
if
only
I can
about
add,
distance.
I can answer both.
It's only about
Okay.
distance.
No, you're wrong.
It's only about
No,
distance.
you're wrong.
It's about
Okay.
distance. Like we're seeing things with our own eyeballs in the sky, and if they are too far away, we can't fucking see them.
You're not
That's
right.
just what
You're
it is.
actually wrong. You're
I-
actually
you
wrong.
guys,
I'm sorry. You're
All right.
actually wrong.
I'm
All
just
right,
saying.
I can answer both. I can answer both.
What is your name? Please explain how you explain it because I really want to see.
It's inverse square law. We can show it. I can fucking
Please.
share a screen and show it. I'll just get it up. I'll just pull it up.
I'd like to hear. No, Maltese, can you respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Don't because you're getting.
No, Nicole, just chill out.
No, seriously,
Chill
don't.
you guys,
All right.
Chill out. Chill
go
out.
ahead.
Inverse square law. I understand what you're trying to say, and I understand the law that you're trying to invoke. All right. And the inverse square law is pretty much very much measurable all through electromagnetic spectrum phenomena. And then gravity somehow squeezes its way in there. That's for
Gravity.
another conversation. All right. That's the upward acceleration of Earth, if we all understand how that goes.
Not really.
Now,
It's just like
we have a misunderstanding when it comes again to what it is we are seeing. Go outside right now and look at a star. And go, oh, inverse square law. There's no way we could see it. Light a lighter and then try looking at that star. You ain't going to see it. You don't see most stars because of light pollution already from cities, surrounding towns, and all the streetlights.
True.
Okay, so what you're trying to invoke is an inverse square law of light, which is absolutely true, because if it's not super pitch black, you see 0.01% of the sky. You see what, a couple stars, Antares, maybe you see Sirius, you might just make out Orion's belt. You sure shit ain't seeing Polaris, right? And if a single light from a candle can wash out your eyes from the night sky, I'd say the inverse law of light's working just perfect. And we're seeing what we should, which is a very small speck of potentially something that could be very, very large.
Okay, hold on a second. So what position are you coming from
Okay,
then?
no.
And then Nicole, please.
yeah, but you don't understand.
Okay,
You
so
don't. You don't.
how
If
far
you
can
literally are trying to explain this and you're inverse square law, but you're not explaining it from the reflection and color wave. Like a candle watt second is the amount of time that the light from a candle hits a surface.
what about distance? Like that's what I'm working on, the distance factor.
One centimeter from a candle is 1 watt.
Okay, but what's
Then when you have a 60 candle.
okay, we'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So what she is saying is actually quite correct, is a candle will actually propel light at the same propagation rate as the light that comes from the sun. All right. So what we're now talking about is we fully understand that the light that we are seeing from stars is greatly diminished, even to that of the single watt from a candle light. All right. Now, when we talk about propagation of light and when we're measuring this square law, we are measuring it here on terra firma with the immediate air pressure and density of your mean of sea level. So anywhere from 0 to 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Correct? Now we're extrapolating that to the amount of distance of upper atmosphere to who knows of what kind of dome, then to the outer space, which would be essentially pure ether, meaning the light does not propagate the same in the outer space portion versus it does here on the very surface that we are testing the inverse square law of light. So
Well,
you can
I'm
essentially say the inverse square law of light doesn't even take effect until it hits the atmosphere.
well, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I still don't understand how. I mean, I understand the inverse square law, but I don't. Like having him bring that up, I think kind of confused it, because you were talking about cymatics and the stars. Is that really?
So where that ties in, yeah.
Yeah.
What he's trying to say is, well, you can't even see the light because they're so far away. So now that we've proven, yes, there's a reason why we can see the light, and it is very dim, and we do have to use optics to see them even better. That's the whole point of using a camera in zoom or a telescope, is to basically be a light bucket. And when we look at the shapes of these, and as you were alluding to, a lot of it would be the digital side of how it's trying to process the light information coming in. Now, the stars do have their own different colors, glow, flash pattern per se, but the twinkling of the star can greatly be affected by the atmosphere. Thus, you also have a completely different cymatic effect. And that cymatic effect you do not see when you actually get it focused proper. You end up with just a light source. You just
So
end up
all
with
those
light.
videos I saw like 6 years ago was like, these are what stars really are. Like that was kind of.
That's out of
just not
focus.
really-
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
just,
and that's not it.
well, that's good.
right?
I'm glad. I thought those were stars. I'm like, wow, they're just notes. They're musical notes in the sky. They're or whatever. And I like when I hear these things because, like they were just out of focus. So what happens when you do zoom in? Does it look like NASA stuff? Does it look like terra firma up there?
Well, when it comes to the stars, no. Those are just all you end up
Or
seeing is
say like
a
Mars,
sharper
though.
point. You see a sharper point of light and or more light when we break out the telescopes and then do all the necessary stacking and pull out all the light information to see everything. But when we start speaking about the planets, there are umpteenth number of photos and websites from around the world of just amateur photographers with telescopes and their, Canon Rebels and ES-05s and all that kind of stuff, and they're just snapping wonderful photos. One of the things we can do when you're using something like those tracker mounts is you can follow the luminary and you can get tons and tons of photos and tons of video. So what you can do is you shoot your 4K video for like 3 minutes of something, and then you take all that video into individual stills. You take the 20% that are the crispest, clearest, most in focus, and then you stack them all together to bring as much detail as you possibly can.
I see what you're saying.
And
Okay.
that's all we're doing is enhancing that light information that was captured.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm
the
screen
CSI
sharing
stuff.
something. I didn't do
Oh, I
any
see that.
stacking. It's just my
Is this
old
is this
camera.
Andrew B? Is he in here too? We got Andrew. Okay, I'm gonna bring yours on. I don't want to get too crowded. I'm a little nervous about getting too crowded. So, Maltese, do you want to stick around?
I can hang tight if you.
Are you good to
I've
hang?
just been
Okay.
quiet. Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
good. No, I don't worry. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna bring on Andrew and Mellow Dome Stream here. And Andrew, welcome, by the way.
Good evening, gents.
Yes, hello, Andrew.
Right on.
Welcome.
Good evening. Good evening. I
Well-
like this. We're all in our library voices now. This is very nice.
Yes.
The
You guys like,
ASMR.
have like a bedtime story going on?
Yes.
Hopefully not. No.
Yes.
Okay. So my rant.
Oh yeah, you
Here
ready
it
for a
is.
rant? Okay,
Oh, yeah,
let's
I
hear
got
it.
a
Let me
fucking rant.
let me put you up. Okay, you don't have to have your face, so I guess you don't need
No,
to be
my
up there.
my camera's even closed right now because I'm still doing laundry and bullshit like that. So,
Okay.
anyways,
I want a good rant. Okay, lay it on me.
fucking voting and politics. Here we go. It is pointless. How do you even know that voting matters at all? I worked at a voting booth as a requirement for my high school graduation. I had to do 40 hours of community service. It was like part of the graduation requirement. And one of the things I did was working at a voting booth, which was for like 2 weekends in a row. And I saw that I could have just taken those voting pamphlets, whatever they were. This is back during the George Bush Jr. days, the whole
Yeah.
9/11, like a pre 9/11 part, and it was pointless. Like I could have just ripped them up. No one would have known any different. So think about how easy it is to fucking do that. So I think everyone should stop wasting their time. Just go and do some laundry. Like, oh, it's voting day? No, just do laundry. Okay? That's it. Like, stop wasting your fucking time doing that bullshit thing known as voting when you think that your opinion actually makes a difference with something that you like check off on a pamphlet, on an application.
All right, I feel you, man. Especially after the last election, I don't know how anybody could believe any of that matters. Well done, rant. We actually are we have to be winding down here soon. I was trying to get off by 10:30. Melodome has a link or what do you got here? Where are you?
Well, the last thing I have to say.
Nah, I was just showing something, dude. While y'all were talking.
Okay. Jaron is going to be going live here at some point. And
yeah, Jaren's gonna go live, so we all gotta hop over there.
There's something special that's happening during that, and you'll find out why.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. So, okay.
All right, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, right on. Andrew B, I appreciate that. Melodome, did you want to finish what you were saying?
Nah, man. Nah, I'm good.
Nah, you're good?
I let it all out.
Right. Voting is the adult version of writing your letter to Santa Claus. So
it's like that South Park though, when they're like, "Oh my God, we had to vote between a giant douche and a turd sandwich," and like, did you just say that voting is ridiculous? And completely missing.
That was Hillary Clinton versus who else?
There was a giant douche versus a turd sandwich, and they all got like their panties in an uproar, like you're gonna actually vote for a turd sandwich, and they're like, well, I'm not gonna vote for a giant douche, and it divided the whole city. It was like a literal giant douche and a turd sandwich. It was genius.
That was Trump versus Hillary, right?
Yeah, no, that was Kerry versus Bush, I think that year when they did that. Right on. All right, guys. Well, this has been a pretty good rant. You guys have fun? I had a good time.
Nice.
I hope Alex and Nicole are okay. Are they still here?
Dude.
That was getting a little hairy there. That was nice. Oh, I see. There they are. They're finishing their discussion in the background. All right. You guys want to head on over to Jaren's channel. I told him we would swing over there. Real quick though, guys, I did want to say one thing is, I've had a little bit of a crazy time the last month. And I haven't really said much, but essentially, like, what had happened was I've been living at my dad's house, like, living pretty well, and he basically was coerced into selling this house and sold it pretty fast, and moved to the desert, and I have to get out of here in like 20 days, and I am fucked. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Actually, I don't even have any place to go. I thought I did, but I don't at this point.
Our plans fell through, so it's kind of like last minute, kind of like
we're fucked.
Rambling.
We're trying to figure things out. It's so stressful, and we're saving a little bit, but we're stressing really hard because now actually we don't even know where we're gonna go. So we have 20 days.
Hit me up. Okay, hit me up.
So, anyways, I was gonna say that we're starting a GoFundMe because honestly, it's one of those things where it could really be really helpful. We're trying to actually leave the city and get to a place where we can just focus on content, and that is the dream right now. We just time got the best of us, so we're going to be doing a shitload of streaming in the next few weeks. as much as we can while we're packing up here and figuring shit out. But we got a big move ahead of us here, and sky's the limit. We don't really know what we're gonna do, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. But any help is hugely appreciated, guys, because I gotta be
it's
honest.
kind of been sprung on us last minute. So like if we had more time to plan, like it would be different. But since it kind of like it a lot it was like a things falling through and being last minute. So we appreciate any support. I can put the link in the chat. Yeah, here I'll put it in the chat now.
Yeah,
and
please
then,
do,
like
guys.
you said, like we'll be doing like Mad Libs every week, and you'll see us. You know, like we're gonna be making a lot more stuff, and we appreciate all your support.
We just gotta just pay for the move and find any place cheap in the country that's in the middle of nowhere, so we can just bug out and stream every day and just get one track mind. And I'm actually looking forward to it, except for just getting there is going to be a little scary. So I just want to point that out, guys. That's why I haven't been streaming very consistent in the last few months. It's just been kind of nuts dealing with my dad and his situation and selling the house so quick. It didn't even really tell me. So, and I've been caretaking for him for like a while now. And so that's kind of was taking up much of my time. But honestly, it's impossible to live in California with what I've been doing. So we're looking to get out.
Yeah, it's time for a change. Get out of the city, and it's just we need to change. Los Angeles is cool, but you get stuck here in this bubble, and you guys.
Well, Chris and Emily, hit me up later on, okay?
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, dude. We're gonna figure this out.
I may be able to help you out in a slight little way. All right.
That's amazing. Honestly, any help is huge right now. Honestly, it's not my nature to do one of these, but times are tough. We're planning on doing like a really cool marathon actually in 2 weeks where we're going to be doing, basically as long as donations would go, we'll just keep on streaming, bringing on guests, doing Mad Libs, having some trivia fun. And that's going to be 2 weeks from today. And that'll be a lot of fun. So keep that on your calendars, guys. I'm going to make sure that is a lot of fun. But yeah, did you put the link out there?
I put it in the link there. And then also like all the other stuff is in the description. If you don't like GoFundMe, there's lots of different ways to do it. But all your support is super appreciated. Like he said, like it wouldn't be normally something that we would ask, but with things lining up the way they did, any support, all support is super appreciated. So
we're trying everything we can to stay on our feet.
Or
if
you know someone who is renting a house for a great price anywhere in the United States, something like that, send it to the Telegram chat. We advice, any all support and help appreciated.
Anything.
How many rooms do you need?
Well, we just need 4 rooms and a gazebo just to fit our lifestyle. But
it's
just y'all two.
Small dog.
At this point, we're beggars. We're not choosers.
It's just you two.
Us two and a dog,
so
and 2 cats.
Shit, man.
Yeah. We can figure
this out. We got
a
community out here, right?
Yeah.
People love
we can
People
pay
love
rent
your
and
content,
stuff.
Man, you're a great guy. You've done a lot for the community, dude.
Thanks, man. I feel like, I haven't really, I don't know. It's, I haven't been in a position like this where it's just like, holy shit, like this is scary. It's been pretty scary. It's been
a lot. Like it's like a lot of personal stuff with the house and everything, and it's been a whole thing. And
and also just in-house family nonsense and accusations that are just driving me insane and taking up all the space in my mind. I'm not going to go down that road, but I am looking forward to all this. I know it's weird. I feel really excited. It's just, if there was a time to call in the community, like, wow, now would be the time. If you guys have any, honestly, if there's any services I can do as well, not just asking, like, I do CRUMBSULTATIONs, I can give guitar lessons, I can help with so many things. I'd love to help provide a value for anything. So if there's anything I can do, I would appreciate it for that. And also, there's the GoFundMe here. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys listening to that. And right on, man. Anybody else?
I don't know how busy Andrew is. I'm pretty busy this week. My youngest has eye surgery in a few days.
I'm busy.
Oh, yeah?
But I can always make time.
I mean, we can
Oh,
do
right
an
on, guys.
impromptu stream or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
Trivia
totally
for
picking
charity
up-
if he has enough questions.
Sure. Yeah, I would love to rematch
that's
Laurie.
What that's all about.
That's happening.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I thought about asking about that, but I'm like, nah, that's not something you would.
I wish you asked sooner.
I didn't think it was
No.
something that you would do.
Are you
I
fucking
just thought you would
crazy?
need. I thought we're talking about like health stuff that we're doing therapy.
We raised money for someone to get a computer once, dude. Whoever needs help in the community when they need help, that's when we want to do a trivia for charity.
That's good to know.
Well, can we do it? Hey, can we do it? Can we do it in 2 weeks on the mega stream? If you have time for that, is that possible?
Yeah. Well, over here
That'd be
on your
tight.
stream,
Either here
You're gonna
or
do a mega stream?
simulcasted or wherever. Yeah, we could actually.
we'll
yeah,
figure
it doesn't
something
really
out.
matter.
Definitely, dude. It's. I
Right on,
mean,
guys.
yeah, we can talk more for sure. Andrew, call me. We'll do.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah. If you guys hear of anything around your neighborhoods that's like, damn, that's a good deal. Our credit's not so great, so and time is a factor. So
Yeah, I got
something
you.
that's easy, but we don't have much. We're pretty
I
chill.
agree. By the way, the reason I was saying hit me up is because I don't have a very large property, but if things go to shit, you can stay here with me for a while, you and Emily.
Aw.
Yeah, absolutely necessary. But
That would be fun.
it's a 1-bedroom fucking condo with a downstairs garage and shit like
You're
that.
such a sweetheart, man.
Yeah,
That's,
I'm putting it out there, man.
well, dude, that means a lot that you would say that. That's huge. I don't know if like a 1-bedroom condo. That's giving up a lot of space.
No, I'd give
Well,
you the master bedroom.
That's insane. You're too sweet. Well,
Too sweet.
that's insane. You guys are the best. We'll talk, man. But yeah, there's still options, and we're gonna figure it out. We literally just found out today that where we were going is actually not an option, which puts a whole nother factor in. And I found that out like 5 minutes before I streamed. So I've been like, anyways, enough about us.
All right, guys, I'm heading out right now. I'm gonna look forward.
Head
to
over
Jared.
there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop over to
Much
Jared
love,
and
guys.
say what up over there. Much love, guys. Cheers. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the
everybody.
rants. I don't think Laurie's there anymore. He looks like they're just gone, so I'm gonna have to kick him out. And thanks everybody. And let's just end it on a good one, on a classic. Which one you thinking?
I feel like the first one that you used to always use, the real classic.
Oh, I would have to download that real quick.
Oh no, you
Is it
should
worth
have it on there. No, the frog one, the best
It's not
one.
in here. It's
Wow.
not.
Okay, well then never mind.
I know.
Then
I know.
any Alex Jones will work for me, as long as he sings us sweetly to sleep tonight.
All right. This one is off of his new album. It's Sweeping the Nation. Everybody enjoy it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for Monday Mad Libs.
Yes.
And I...
Your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. Your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. My children aren't going hungry. I'll do it. I'll drink your blood. And I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like size it up? I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop his ass up, size it up. I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop, 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 chop. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I'll barbecue your ass flat. I will cook your ass up so fast, and I'll tell them, well, I killed a cow out back, baby. You think Christ would eat somebody? He would never do that. I will. I'm ready to hang them up, gut them and skin them and chop them up. You know what? I'm ready. I will eat your leftist eat you. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass first. I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to get my hands around your throat.
Are you experiencing signs of discomfort or irritability while watching NASA and space news? Have you noticed your sense of reality becoming more and more blatantly and obviously shattered? Do you find your cognitive dissonance increasing more and more as you live life post-pandemic? Are you struggling to maintain relationships with friends, colleagues, and loved ones? Well, now there's Flatterall. Flatterall has been tested and proven to help aid in the awakening of the collective consciousness. Flatterall can help you decipher the truth from the lies that we were all taught. Flatterall can help cure symptoms of chronic appealing to authority, systemic brainwashing, excessive need for conformity, NASA fanboy syndrome, delusional belief of the moon landing, and diarrhea. Talk to your doctor today and see if waking the up is right for you. Side effects may include losing your family, losing your job, losing your mind, questioning your sanity, questioning your gullibility, questioning literally everything in your life, and diarrhea.